Greetings, my beloved friends. There are certain people whose presence becomes part of our daily rhythm, familiar, dependable, and deeply trusted. They're the ones who guide us through breaking headlines, bring clarity to chaos, and remind us that even in uncertain times, truth still has a voice. For millions of Americans, David Muir is that voice. The anchor of World News Tonight, a figure whose calm demeanor, sharp intellect, and compassionate storytelling have become symbols of trust and stability. Every evening, as the world spins with its turmoil, David appears on screen, steady and composed, helping us make sense of it all. But today, this story isn't about the headlines he delivers. It's about his headline, one that hit closer to home than anyone ever imagined. Behind that calm exterior, beneath that confident voice millions rely on, David was fighting a silent and deeply personal battle, a struggle that would test every ounce of his strength, every fiber of his resilience, and reveal just how human he truly is. For years, David Muir has been a fixture of professionalism, traveling the globe, reporting from war zones, natural disasters, and presidential elections. Through every breaking story, he was there, unshaken, articulate, and deeply committed. His calm composure became his armor. But no armor, no matter how strong, can protect us from what happens inside our own bodies. It began quietly, subtle signs that even he brushed aside: fatigue, lingering aches, and that stubborn cough that refused to go away. In the fast-paced world of journalism, it's easy to blame it on stress, long hours, or just the wear and tear of life under constant pressure. But the truth was far more sinister. As weeks turned into months, those quiet whispers from his body grew louder. Something was wrong, deeply wrong. After countless appointments, tests, and uneasy waiting rooms, the verdict arrived like a thunderclap on a still night. Cancer. Not the kind that gave him time to slowly adjust. Not something mild or easily treated. It was aggressive. The kind of diagnosis that stops time, leaving only the sound of your own heartbeat pounding in disbelief. Imagine that moment. The weight of the word cancer echoing in his mind, the shock, the denial, the fear of what comes next. For a man whose career depended on delivering certainty and facts to the public, his own life had suddenly become filled with terrifying unknowns. David Muir, the man who always had answers, now had none. Yet, even as he began his treatment and endured the grueling physical toll of it all, he did what he's always done best. He showed up. Every evening, there he was, polished, articulate, and unwavering, delivering the news as if nothing had changed. Millions of viewers tuned in, completely unaware that the man behind the desk was enduring his own private storm. Because that's who David is, quiet strength personified. A man who never wanted pity, never sought attention for his pain, only the dignity of doing what he loves. But behind the scenes, a small circle of family and friends knew the truth. Among them was one of his dearest friends, Kelly Ripa. Kelly, known for her warmth, her humor, and her genuine heart, was one of the first to hear the devastating news. The moment she found out, she was shaken. This wasn't just another colleague or celebrity headline. This was her friend, someone she had admired and cherished for years. David and Kelly's friendship is one built on mutual respect and trust. They've shared stages, laughs, and private conversations that the world never saw. Beneath the glamour of television, they connected as two humans, navigating the pressures of fame while still trying to stay grounded. So when Kelly learned about his diagnosis, her heart broke. But she didn't crumble. She showed up. She became his quiet supporter, his voice of encouragement, and his unwavering cheerleader. Publicly, she offered love and hope through her heartfelt social media post, calling him an ardent warrior and a fighter through and through. Privately, she reminded him that he wasn't facing this alone. Her words resonated deeply with fans across the country, because they weren't just about celebrity friendship. They were about humanity. They reminded us all that behind the polished personas and bright lights, there are real people, vulnerable, scared, and fighting battles we may never see. As David continued his journey through treatment, enduring pain, exhaustion, and uncertainty, Kelly's faith in him never wavered. She believed, like so many others, that if anyone could face this storm with grace, it was David.
In the months that followed, David began to open up, not to seek sympathy, but to shine light on what it means to face illness with courage. His decision to share his story, even partially, became a powerful message of resilience. He reminded viewers that even the strongest among us can fall, but what defines us is how we rise. His story is a mirror for anyone who has ever faced a diagnosis, sat in a cold hospital room, or feared what tomorrow might bring. It's a story about strength, not the kind that shouts, but the kind that endures quietly, with grace. Kelly's unwavering presence through it all stands as a testament to the power of true friendship. She didn't just express sympathy, she embodied support. Her message to him was clear: you are not alone. You are loved, and you are stronger than you know. Together, their bond became something larger than two people. It became a symbol, a reminder that friendship, empathy, and love can be life's greatest medicine. In a world obsessed with perfection, their story exposed something raw and real, that the people who seem untouchable often fight the hardest battles behind the scenes. David's courage inspired countless others to face their own challenges head-on. His strength became a source of hope, showing that vulnerability is not weakness, but proof of humanity. Even now, as his recovery continues, David's focus remains unshaken. His mission isn't just to report stories, it's to inspire them. He's using his platform to advocate for health awareness, for self-care, and for listening to the signals our bodies send before it's too late. He wants people to understand that it's okay to slow down, to ask for help, and to share their pain, because silence can sometimes be the most dangerous disease of all. Kelly continues to stand beside him, celebrating every small victory, reminding everyone watching that healing isn't just about medicine, it's about community. Their story, at its heart, is one of connection, of two friends, two professionals, and two human beings whose lives intertwined in both triumph and tragedy. And maybe that's the lesson we can all take from them. That behind every strong face you see, behind every confident voice or perfect smile, there's a story you may not know, and a battle being fought in silence. So let this story remind you to check in on the people you love. Ask how they're really doing. Be there, not just when it's easy, but when it's hard. Because sometimes the smallest gesture of care can mean the world to someone silently fighting to stay strong. David Muir's journey is far from over, but with courage in his heart, hope in his spirit, and the unwavering love of friends like Kelly Ripa, he continues to stand tall, not just as a journalist, but as a man who embodies resilience, faith, and grace under fire. And as we continue to watch him deliver the news each evening, we're reminded that behind that calm, steady presence is a survivor, someone who proves that even in life's darkest storms, the light of human connection can guide us home. So tonight, as you reflect on this story, take a moment to send love to David, to Kelly, and to everyone silently fighting battles we may never see. And maybe in their courage, we'll find our own. If David Muir's story touched your heart today, share this message of hope and strength. Let's remind the world that no matter who we are, no matter how tough life gets, none of us are truly alone.